Welcome to the Spotlight on Exact Path Pedagogy. My name is Elizabeth Triquet, and I'm a senior learning designer. We're going to show you some stellar examples of the science of reading pedagogy in Exact Path from our January release. Let's take a look. We're going to look at the learning design principles outlined in the Exact Path Learning Design and Research Brief and how it applies to the January content release. And we will look at specific examples of these learning design principles in action. This graphic shows the 6 learning design principles on which Exact Path is built. We will look at one example of subject area best practices in a lesson from the January release. The first example of new content we're going to look at is the grade 3 lesson, Make Your Reading Pop, from the Reading Fluently skill group.
Since this is an informational text, let's start by skimming or looking through the text quickly to get an idea of what it's about.
Okay, the first thing I notice as I skim is the title, How Does Popcorn Pop? I also notice some text features like this heading, which lets us know what this section of text is about.
Check out these photos. Images such as photos and maps are text features too. And so is this caption, which explains what's in the photo.
Here's a diagram about the parts of a kernel. That's another text.
Research tells us that pre-reading strategies like skimming and scanning and looking at text features help support student fluency and comprehension of a text. Pre-reading is another strategy that is proven to help students by encouraging them to stick with it and verify their understanding. We've modeled these strategies for students and provided practice. These strategies will help students become better readers. Now we will look at an example of scaffolding and immediate feedback in a lesson from the January release. This example of new content we're going to look at is from the grade 3 lesson, Diving into Point of View from the Point of View in Literature skill group. We have scaffolded student learning by providing some direct instruction and modeling before giving students a chance to try it on their own. Note how the instruction is broken up into small chunks, which allows students to take in the information without feeling overloaded. First, in the point of view lesson, students receive a bit of short direct instruction about what a narrator is. Then characters model how to determine the narrator using the text. This is followed by the next small chunk of direct instruction about point of view and what it is. Again, the characters model for students how to find a character's point of view. Students are given the chance to practice their new learning throughout the lesson. This provides them with scaffolding before they get to the items in the practice. All along the way, we provide immediate feedback, which is an important learning design principle. Look as the characters model how to distinguish their point of view from that of the narrator or characters in the text.
The sisters in the story have different points of view about being at the lake. Camilla is excited to be there, and Maggie is uninterested. My point of view about lakes is different from both of the characters. I don't enjoy going to lakes. I prefer the ocean.
I like anywhere I can go for a swim. So, like Camilla, I'm excited whenever I go to a lake. I like that we can all have different points of view.
Me too.
The lesson ends with 2 items that allow students to practice their knowledge. The items are designed to provide immediate feedback to students. We know that immediate feedback is valuable feedback. We'll be back at the next release to highlight amazing content in pedagogy. See you then.